So thanks for tuning in to whatever we're calling this. Let's just sound off our names. To my right, we have the beautiful
Crank Grabowski.
All right.
I'm Evan.
And who are you playing, you filthy animals?
I'm playing Baylor Corva, the goodly cleric of the group.
Quick Lebowski?
Oh, I'm playing Crank Grabowski. Sorry, that's my character name.
It's Craig Lebowski playing Craig Lebowski.
Oh God! And I'm playing the human mechanic.
There you go.
There you go.
You got it. We have Jim Schwartz.
Yeah, and I'm playing Triple Decker Holodeck.
Tell us a little about Triple Decker there, Jim.
She is a Technomancer Shurian who's the only ace pilot you'll ever need. Because the last one died.
I don't know how that happened.
Alright, directly across from is there anything else you want to say about your character? Or about yourself?
I wonder if she's still alive.
I love it. Directly across from Jim, we have this guy. Tell us your name and your character name, man. A little bit about character.
I'm Nate, and I'm playing Lizard Murderface.
Alright.
He's a vest.
Tell the kids at home, yeah?
Alright, Dylan.
Yeah, who wants to catch who? So we're just going to pick up from where we left off. You know there is a traitor in the midst. Karen, Karen has recently been has a few new holes in her. Nuclear irradiated holes.
That's all holes.
And one big one probably. And praying to your god. So do all want to roll for initiative, or who's trying to wants to?
Those two. I want to see what
You
happens.
Right, so we were mid crashing. Is that where we left off?
Yes.
So I know that the last thing that I was trying to do was to save the AI, because it looks like our ship is about to crash.
So give me a computer check and try to roll over here, if you would, please, Nathaniel. Hey.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at my sheet.
All right, cool.
So,
I could be pointing anywhere.
Yeah, you're pointing right where the camera is.
No, I'm not.
So what would
camera? What are you talking about?
Hey, liar.
So a computer check under
Yeah.
intelligence?
Yeah.
Oh
It would
boy.
be yeah.
What about an engineering check?
You know what is your case for engineering? How are you going to do this? Because it might work.
I am proficient in engineering.
All right.
It's what I know.
So how are you going to use engineering to alleviate the situation, to save Karen?
Unplug the hardware where she's stored.
Dude, hey. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
That is definitely computers, not an engineering.
So how are you gonna do this?
I'm gonna roll my dice.
You get Kinder Plate. Okay.
Oh, you got a 15, we'll say. There you go. So really, it's not a difficult task for you to pull out what is essentially the black box of your ship. It does every once in a while. It gives you a Windows update and and updates things and updates the most recent version of its AI into this box and flushes out the older versions. So you do have Karen's brain in there before the ship kind of goes, and you hear a loud thump. Everybody in the ship, give me a fortitude save.
Alright.
Thanks for rolling the tray.
So that's
What's
so
10?
hard.
No,
And
you
then
know,
I'll
I
add
love,
my
listen,
fortitude
Evan, I
to
love you
succeed.
and your family. You're great.
I got a 20.
So let's see. That was 10 plus.
What?
24.
Okay, cool.
10 plus, let's see. 0, so 10.
Nice, I like it. Also, when I
Yeah.
experiment. No, cool. We won't use that to weigh down the wavy ass cable.
It's
You're great.
Lost to the
And you wonder why I
stars.
drink, don't you? Anyway, so yes, that's well enough to sort of brace yourself and hold on to avoid any sort of heavy impact. However,
Am I close to
Do
it?
I get bonuses for wearing a seatbelt?
So
yeah, you get advantage.
You put on a
So
seatbelt?
10.
Alright, proud of you.
You put on a seatbelt?
Yeah.
So how
He
close?
said brace for impact.
So
Yeah,
how
You were
close-
like doing computer stuff, okay?
Yeah.
You were like,
So-
I got a backhack the
Yeah.
servers here, and and zooming into the hands.
Yeah.
And he's
So how close was the black box to the seat that he?
not very close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
'Cause-
like from the distance between where I'm standing, it's like that fan over there.
All right. Because I was gonna say like if I was close to him, I could try to straddle him or something.
That
But-
would,
No.
to do that, you would have had to do it before it hit.
Yeah.
Gotta save yourself first.
Like anytime there's an impact, it's kind of. Yikes. But you are able to. You got a 10.
Yeah.
So you take
Even with my seatbelt.
Whoa.
you take a whole 12 bludgeoning damage as the ship's rocking back
What
and forth.
about
You're
Fr-
getting thoroughly
fucking
concussed. Hey,
Steve?
watch your mouth. This is a Christian Minecraft server.
What about
Steve?
Yeah, the creature that was
Yeah,
on the
the-
ship. Where's
sorry.
he at?
Do you mean Uncle? The
Uncle and then his race of Steve.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I rolled him in the back and he didn't do well.
No,
Listen, he was a traitor and a
I mean,
liar.
we were attached to him anyway, so.
Alright. So you hear a loud thud and from the back.
Well,
And
goes
that's
Uncle.
about it. There goes Uncle.
Alright.
So your ship goes completely dark. The emergency lights they turn on as an amber hue illuminates the inside, and the holographic arrows that are like that have greeted you to where you were sort of leans out and whistles towards the exits.
The
With a-
holodeck?
no, like there's
No,
like
they're just
hologram
like
lights.
you know how when you're on an airplane there's those emergency arrows?
Yeah, but these are like holograms, and they're whistling. Sort of
I'm gonna
louder.
follow them.
Okay.
I'm gonna set up. I'm sure I'm probably pretty concussed, so I'm gonna sort of stand up, stumble, vomit, and then.
You don't vomit right away after a concussion.
Yeah.
Look at me on Lance. I can hold my vomit for a second.
No, it takes time.
But yeah, so I get up.
Alright, well, I'm
sort
gonna
of shake
wait
my
for...
head a little bit. Just sort of pat myself down, see if anything's like broken or anything like that.
Give him a medicine check.
Let's see, 12 in medicine. So 14.
14. You don't notice, like, you feel like you're sore on your side and on your head, but other than that, you don't like feel anything out of place. There's nothing like bleeding. Except for like a few bumps and bruises, you're fine.
Okay, I get up. I take the I take sort of my backpack with just the other stuff that I would have had from that other shell or whatever that I picked up, along with that duffel bag full of space guns.
Yeah.
And I look for anything else that might be useful, like I don't know, extra like batteries, or if I don't know, spaceships have like an emergency like first aid kit or something, or just
There was
anything
one
that's
on the
useful.
ship, if you remember correct. There was a first aid kit here.
All right.
So you just could take that bad boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't as they're like I'm looking for basically any sort of emergency equipment.
You find that first aid kit we mentioned. Don't write it down again.
Well, I'm writing it down for the first time.
Oh, okay. You find a about 30 days of like just, non-perishable rations. Things like top common. Let's see here. That's what we call it. Dried fruits and beans.
Food.
Yeah.
So-
Dehydrated bird meat. Things like that.
Okay, so I got all that.
Oh, yeah.
So while he's like
Of course,
scavenging,
dehydrated bird meat.
so while he's scavenging the ship instead of like trying to escape,
Well, I mean,
I'm just gonna scream at him
well,
and
we've
tell
already
him that we need
crashed,
to leave.
and
I thought we were still going down.
No,
I haven't crashed
the
yet.
large thud, that was the crash.
yeah, so I
The
Oh.
ship was like a massive spaceship, so like it would have
Oh, I didn't know
taken
it would
in
crash.
and sort of redistributed a lot of the impact.
Oh,
but-
okay.
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go check on Uncle to see if that little so and so is still alive.
All right, give me a perception check, or how you look. Like, where are you looking for him? How are you looking for him?
With
How
my
do you believe
peepers.
All right.
So let's see, perception. 26.
26. You do find him. He is sort of he's gotten up. He's sort of prowling around the ship, and he sees you seeing him, so like he scares up one of the cabinets and sort of clinging to
Well,
like the.
has it been an hour since I
Yes.
cast? So it's been about an hour.
Yes.
Okay. I sort of look and I say, "Why? Why?" And then I'm gonna cast a charm person.
That's to make a save, right?
Yeah, of 16, 17, wisdom.
Ooh. Oh.
That rolled kind of cool too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does succeed.
Yeah. Oh, he succeeds.
Yeah.
He's a real smart.
All right. Well, listen.
Oh,
The time for
that's
diplomacy
insane.
ends. I'm gonna.
Well, does your spell tell you that he succeeds, or? Because I want you to be honest with you. If he did succeed, would you have shot him anyway? Say, good. Now we're friends. Bam.
It doesn't say if I would know.
Then I'm gonna say you probably wouldn't know.
Okay.
Well, it's probably still acting as
It's like
a
stealth.
feral.
Do you think you're stealthed?
Yes, of course. They're not from where you live, so they're all feral.
He jumped on the fucking cabinet and hit it.
Excuse me, once again, Christian Minecraft server. This is exactly why I'm afraid going first playing in Masters. This is what.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, this is why I get a nice things. Thank you. You get a point of inspiration, Craig.
Thank you.
Just write that down somewhere. Is that an
Point of
inspiration?
inspiration? I don't know what that means.
Oh, basically, if you roll and you want to re-roll that, you can. I don't have my coins with me today because. Ooh, but I do have these. Here, instead of writing it down, what we can do. I'll just give you one of these blue dice, and these will act as my points of inspiration.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude. All right. So did you figure it out, you little bastard?
Yeah. No, it doesn't. I wouldn't know, but probably if he's like skittering and like going, or whatever the lizards would do on this planet.
So as you begin to speak to him, he does sort of chill out, and he also does give you like a sort of look of understanding, and he sort of like droops down. And that's it.
Why, Uncle? Why?
He just sort of pantomimes back at you. He doesn't like give you a response. Because he doesn't share your language, dude.
Yeah, but I feel hurt because I may have been charming him, but I feel like we're becoming actual friends.
Well, for now, give me a bluff check. Or not bluff, but give me an insight save.
That is going to be. Let's do I rolled 1. So let's see, insight. I don't think insight's something they have in this.
Well, let me see. What do they got? They got let's see, bluff, diplomacy,
Charisma?
just give me a wisdom check then. Okay.
All right, so wisdom.
Oh,
straight up wisdom.
Alright.
Perception.
No, perception's like for looking, so wisdom's fine.
That'd be a 6.
Yeah. So as far as you can tell, your charm may have succeeded. Just because he's giving you all the same cues that you would normally do, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna say, come on, we gotta get out of here.
He
That's sort of motion for him.
follows suit.
All right. Yeah. After I've gathered the emergency equipment, I don't know, I'm gonna try to yell Lizard Murderface. Lizard Murderface, we gotta just scavenge what we can. We're in dire straits. They only have an extranet service out here.
I can't get onto BET.com.
No
Can't
world
even-
star.
We can't even look at
No,
Space
what
Cats
was
videos out here. We gotta get what we can to survive.
You can't update your like stocks.
I mean, I've got enough to survive. I'm ready to go. I don't
Alright,
think
I
we
mean-
should stay here.
Yeah, I mean,
we
I'll
should try to find our
Yeah, we
our
should.
crew members.
Yeah, we shouldn't try to find a transponder or anything like that. You're right.
Also, why is that guy with us?
Uncle's pretty cool.
Didn't you try to eat us?
No, he's cool.
Did you charm him again?
Probably. I think so.
All right.
He does what I
Uncle,
say.
you cool? He's cool.
So do you all decide to exit the ship?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So a large dust. So as you open up the ship, large pillars of dust and just hot wind blare against you.
No,
You
let's
two
get
give-
back in
You
the
two give me a
ship.
con save.
I'll do my con save as
Sorry,
I'm going
points
back
of
into the
Just
ship.
opened up to a nuclear.
Yeah. I want to see where they were going with
Okay.
this.
I got
Let's see.
Put on some
a
spacesuits,
18.
my friend. You just got
I got
new.
an 18.
18. Okay, great. So you two are gonna take some damage.
Radiation damage, that is.
Does my suit help me at all? Because
It
I mean, I
does.
know
Yeah,
I have it.
They're meant to be in space, which has radiation.
Yes, it
all the
very much
time.
does help you, but it's not like, you know, random space radiation. You guys just got nukes. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you wore your spacesuit as well, right?
Probably. I don't know.
Alright, well that's gonna close it probably not, so. Both of you take, wow.
I mean, am I allowed to wear a spacesuit over my business suit? Or is that like...
You can wear a spacesuit underneath your, oh yes, you can wear it over your business suit. You just can't wear your business suit over your spacesuit.
What if listen, I want to be like
It's like if I
okay?
were wearing like a Grimace costume or something, and then I just had to like put on like my Sunday vest over it. So 10, 15, 19, so you take 22 combined amount of radiation and fire damage.
Okay. So that goes against the stamina, right?
Yeah, stamina first and then health.
Alright. Number also on defense, I got one.
He didn't make it. He falls down. He don't feel so good. He immediately falls, and you see his little skin bubble up, his scales bubble, his eyes go, like his mouth go that, and his eyes.
Well,
fall
Wait, so
too.
that was 20
And he
damage.
falls to an
I
empty
guess
grave.
our only friend is dead.
So his
Well,
skeleton's
our
still-
new friend, I guess.
Okay.
I mean,
ouch to him and Karen, right?
well, our new friend.
Okay. So I guess that's gonna end the two of you's turn, and we're going to move over to
Wait, so did we
to
successfully
to
make
A
it back
company.
inside?
A company.
What?
Did we make it back inside?
Yeah, you
Listen,
open the door.
bros.
It's like you open the door,
Scouts
and
for
it's
heroes,
like
scouts
the
for
worst
heroes.
part of summer in Georgia. Essentially,
Yeah.
whack. You go inside and watch cartoons or something. I don't know. We'll get back to what you two do in a bit. So we're going to the A side. We're going to the A side of this cassette. You three. You guys want to go in specific order or?
Well, we're in prison, so when you say that line of questioning,
Yeah, we
what are you talking about?
We went back on ourselves, so the only one who's really free to do anything is that guy.
Barely.
I mean, I could just cry.
Yeah, we're just gonna wait it out.
Okay. So these two have been escorted back to their cells.
After
and-
we hacked that computer terminal that didn't open, I feel like this
It was
is
a test.
This is a giant test. So
This is a
all
test
I'm
the whole
doing
time.
is just gonna stop trying.
All right. So now it's going to go to the lovely triple decker holodeck.
So that nuke that happened, was it anywhere near this area?
No.
Are we affected at all?
It's like if I don't know, North Korea were to nuke California, and you guys are in.
But they did just nuke your friends.
And you guys are in Utah.
Yeah, so when the nuke goes off, because I was watching the screens and the screens were centered on our ship.
Oh yeah, they
Was
should.
it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And you were telling them they're dangerous.
Yeah, because they are.
Yes.
Giant.
So I would see that and I'd just be like, oh no.
What have I done?
Because it's probably still like mushroom cloud and I can't see anything.
Yeah, it's one of those things like it's a large thing, and then they're giving you that like lines of greens and blues and yellows have overtaken the screen horizontally with black, white, and taupe circles in the middle of the screen and a big Indian's head.
So my bug.
Dot, not feather.
Oh, okay.
My bug glands will be agape in astonishment, and I'll look over at the lizard man who was next to me.
Okay.
Just astonished. My bug glands astonished. Astonishing bug glands.
He looks at it looks like you fairly astonished as well. It's actually still holding that that stuff that it had in its hand to treat your wounds, and it sort of drops and sort of sits down.
I take this as a universal sign of disappointment, maybe, and I'll pat him on the back to hopefully reassure whatever he may be feeling.
Okay. So it grabs you by the like the hand that you're patting it with, and it lifts it, and it stands up. It tells you a few words in the language that it's taught you. It says it walks over to the cells that these two as well as all the bees were in.
Oh yeah.
The bees were in a different cell.
Yeah, so it walks.
Yeah.
It assumes the bees are with you guys. 'Cause it's the weirdest thing it's seen all day.
The bees are not with us.
Listen,
The
if
bees
you
are
wanna
not with
explain-
us.
If you want to explain to whether or not you're aligned with bees, that could be
Trying
something
to
you do.
Google space bees on the ship before it crashed. Now
Remember when the
remember.
internet was out?
Huh?
The internet's out.
I know. I said I was trying to Google space bees on the
Yeah.
in our
Barely.
ship before we crashed.
So yeah, it's in the It has its hand on its sidearm, and it's sort of there's two others that are by the doors as well. It looks at you. It says a helpful ally. And it pauses. The pause you can understand as being like the sort of or of this language, and also gives you like a gesture that means as well, like it nods its head to you twice, which essentially means or dangerous enemy.
Okay, so my intention is I want to come across as an ally, and I'd like to try and get them to give me these two, since they're a handful, like they're a big problem for them. I'd like to try and get them to give them to me, so that I can use them to go help find the medicine that we need to
Okay.
get out of this prison. That's my intent. I don't know how to go about that.
Okay, so do you try to convey your intent to them?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. As you do that, it says something to the it says something about I don't know we need help solving catastrophe. I think catastrophe, but it
Yeah.
fucks up the language.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris Mindset's for.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody curses, that's yeah. It conveys that thought to you, and then it also turns to the room full of bees.
And the bee.
It doesn't know.
I look at the bees. I feel terror in my heart.
Okay. Oh yeah, Mr. Bees of Rose.
I'll
Yeah, aren't you an insectoid? Can't you talk to the bees?
That's so
Aren't they
racist.
like your people?
Yeah,
What,
so
don't
freaking
wait,
racist.
do you know?
Also, Jim, aren't you like a bee guy? You keep bees?
Don't you have like antenna?
So,
Don't you have an outer
It's
layer?
only
Don't
bees
you
in that
share
cell.
some sort of
What?
commonality?
is it only the bees in that cell?
Yeah, it's just the bees are like a dead guy. There was a dead guy.
Yeah, there was that one.
Yeah, there's a dead orc.
So there's
The one that you got
there's a
killed.
dead orc in the corner and a bunch of bees.
I'd like to try to use the spell Overheat,
On the bees?
which is a cone of fire,
You're using a spell?
Okay.
into the cell with the bees.
Go for it. They have to make a dex save, right?
It's a save of 13.
I mean, they're bees, so yeah, they're not real nimble. They're like in a cone, so none of them do like backflips or anything. None of them are Barry B. Benson, God Emperor of Bees.
No.
Whoa! Then they take 16. The maximum
Nice.
fire damage.
So yes, they all fall to a burning doom. They sort of look at you like whoa as you do this. As you like you set them all on as you set the bees in there on fire, and the doors open. So you two, they have stopped fondling your cigarette situation.
Okay.
And they lead you out with the same sort of electric pipe staffs that they had before. You three are sort of ushered into a room. What is a much older looking lizardman, we'll call him for now. A much older Scott.
I'm curious. Do the older ones look like do they have facial hair, or is it more like there's scales, or more like there's more like flab skin and like it's hardened over time?
It's more like
Because
if
it's
you've
not
ever seen like a really old iguana, like how like the color sort of fades on the scales. So they sort of puff up around certain areas.
Cool. I was just wondering how you were gonna make them old. Which
Nah,
is
they
cool.
got hair. One, yeah, I don't know like wigs or anything either.
Not even just
So
a
they're all a hairless race, but like one has like a wig.
because they
No,
because he likes to pretend like, look at me, I have
No,
hair.
that's how lizard people ARUP works. When you turn 65, you get a free wig in the mail.
Oh man.
You don't get 5% off diners, but
You
free
get a
wig.
Free wig.
It turfs out. But anyway, yeah. So that happens there for that. And did you want to say gold team? You two. The two of you want to, because you guys are 18. You two are gold team.
Yeah.
You two. You
Yeah.
three are the A side of the state. These two are gold team.
Okay.
I don't want anybody to think that. Well, did you want to do anything? Once
Well,
you
we're
guys
in this
are-
room with this guy now. And
Yes.
Yeah.
what are we doing?
He's sort of communicating with Triple Decker. Yes, you can make out some of the words and see if you can hear jailed long enough. And you make out the words of active war, next steps. And
So I've been here for months.
shitstorm.
So do I know a little bit of the language at this point?
Yeah, give me an intelligence check, and this intelligence check will sort of it'll be your cumulative intelligence of your time here.
Is the so 10 and 4? Or?
Yeah, or let's see, it'll be intelligence, or it can also be perception. You can add that to it.
Is that perception both or like?
Just perception, so it would be
6.
yeah, so it'll be 6.
So 16.
Should
Okay,
I
so-
do that as well?
No, he's only getting this extra because he's
Because I was
been
here
here
for
a long
much
time.
longer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm the new me.
So you're able to make up actually most of the conversation. There's a few nuances in the language you still don't know yet, but
Right.
yeah. You're able to make out there is an active war on Doorknob soil.
Okay.
I know Doorknob to be the name of the country,
Okay.
the land they're in.
Right.
And we need the don't fucking judge me. No, it's just
I'm
like your
listening
favorite
intently.
show, Dragon Ball. You
No,
just opened the fridge
listen-
one day. It's
look.
like your favorite show in the world.
Broccoli is my favorite character.
Thank you. But
Mine's
yeah,
vegetable.
thank you. But yeah, so there's been an attack on Doorknob soil, and we need a response. A military response at this time would not be prudent.
So I get the idea that they're letting us go. He's the one that's facilitated it,
Yes.
and they're asking us to go fight a war.
They're asking you to find out who would have done this. They give you a few leads,
okay.
and to go murder them. If
So
you
we're on
would.
an assassination mission.
Verily. And
Okay.
this would facilitate your freedoms.
Well, I've been trying to
Take it from
avoid
Neil.
killing these guys, like a lot, but I guess I can kill one.
All right.
At this point, Jonah just kind of.
He looks at you and he agrees. He gives you this motion. And he says the word freeze. Yeah, sure.
Well, I could just say yes to him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you picked up some language. You got
Right.
it. You don't got it as a stone, but you got it. Listen
Right.
to it all the time.
Jonah just kind of just stares down, and then just looks up and says, "Do I get my weapons back and stuff as well?"
Yeah, we'll need our stuff.
I mean, we can't take care of a problem if we don't got the proper tools.
Yeah, so I'll ask for our stuff.
But then again, we're just your experimental scum to violate, to do whatever. So yeah, I mean, whatever. I just want my stuff.
Yeah. A skinny blue scaled intern, so a leaves. Not intern, but skinny blue scaled one in this typical fatigues. They leave for a bit, and they return. Maybe 10 minutes later. During the time he's giving you the briefings of the group that did this, they are blue-skinned. Humanoids. They all have black hair. Some of them take on the typical trappings of male and female. Very different from the creatures that you've seen so far. Even with your time here, you haven't seen these ones before. And they tell you that they come from they are inhabitants of a far off country called Daisy.
So the way that they say far off country, is it something that they're just trying to find a word for, or is there an actual country from?
No, it tells you that's the name of the country.
So they're from the planet.
Yeah, they're from the
Okay.
planet.
So Daisy is just a country.
Cool.
Nation, state.
So they're also building primitives too.
So
Never know what they are. Let's go find out what they are.
It'll take the time to answer any questions the two of you would have, well, the three of you would have, while during this 10-minute lapse. So are there any questions that the three of you have?
No, Jonah just kind of sits, stands there, just folding his arms, kind of moving his head back and forth, almost as if he's having some kind of conversation. Edith's like, "You see, Jonah, all you had to do is be patient, and you got your toys back." Shut up, Edith. I don't. And you can just hear mutters of, "Shut up, Edith. I don't need this right now." "See, I told you. You just had to wait patiently, and the nice list of people would get you your things back." Shut up.
I love it. Okay, since there wasn't a prison riot that happened, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Jim, was there anything that you wanted to ask about this opposing force that you're all set to deal with?
I'm gonna ask them how long it takes for the fallout to clear.
Yeah,
to make sure that the dangerous invaders are actually taken care of.
For the invaders, which you're presuming that are your allies. We've been watching you for quite some time, so we brought you here. What are you talking about? We know that ship that you came from that ship, but that's neither here nor there. For a safe extraction, that would take a couple days, but for the land itself to heal, years.
Well, you know what?
Yeah. Well, no.
Jeez. I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too.
Oh, Stockholm's really said it, hasn't it?
I mean, this ain't goodbye.
Yeah, but I won't see you for a while, probably.
Yeah, true.
Also, these guys, I like whispered, these guys are kind of mean. They're friends with bees and they tried to kill the bees.
Hey, if you want to stay after, it's fine. We could have. You seem like a very what is what I'm thinking of here?
Submissive hostage.
No. You seem like a very very capable asset that we could probably make use of.
Okay, but if
It'd be an amicable relationship for all of us.
Yeah, if I don't come back though, they probably murdered me.
Okay, well we do intend on sending a team of our Marines with you all as well.
Okay, I'm honestly scared of them. They're scary. That guy has really big, strong hands, and he abused my little frail bug body.
We'll make sure that you have an escort.
We'll
make sure you have an escort to separate them. As they do, various soldiers wearing white full body armor do appear, and oh dang it. Nice catch, Jim. I'm really proud of you. You're the best. I'll give you the stats for that later, but you do receive a bodyguard, as he explains to you. Yeah. Takes off his helmet.
And this is all
Put my
before.
mandibles together.
And this is
Takes off his helmet.
What does that sound like?
Like, haven't you ever put a microphone into a spider?
I have not.
Yeah.
No, I'm a weird guy, but it sounds pretty classic.
It does sound like 50. And this is just in the 10 minutes before we get our stuff, right?
Yes, it does give you back all of your equipment. You can all peruse it if you also please.
Is it dirty at all? Did they keep it clean? Was my equipment?
It was as you left it. They didn't clean it or anything.
They put it in a room.
It's all you do.
Mine's dusty. But
you do like everything that has been put in like a sort of
container.
Yeah, it's like one of those what do you call them? One of those bag like sucks out the air. One of those vacuum seal bags.
Yeah.
They've all been vacuum sealed.
Oh, that's cool.
Things like that.
That level of technology.
They're all in boxes. As you examine them, a few of them do have like other markings, like something sort of like a marker to them, and just like sort of like whoop, sort of thing. They have some of them do like tags on them, things like
Tags?
that. Yeah, like if you go to Marshalls and buy like I don't know like bolted cloth.
Yeah.
Tags.
I'm gonna try to use my engineering to see if they've done any BS, like we'll put some tracking devices on or shock collars.
Yeah,
So
engineering check.
if they, screw with us, we can just zap them.
Okay.
So 16 plus my 11, so 27.
27, you don't detect anything.
Unusual. I kind of point at the sign, like to the bug lady, to translate for him. Like, what does this mean? Like the
I
tags.
can't believe you think they turn against you. They're nothing but nice. If you just be nice to them, they'll be nice to you.
I'm asking, what does this mean?
That's your palm.
No,
The
marker on gun.
yeah, like the tagging on the equipment and the gun. I'm like pointing at that.
Probably just the name who it belongs to.
Could you then?
Do you want to know what it means though?
No.
Okay.
Could you kindly ask our handler what that means.
Well, why didn't you tell me your name first?
Jonah.
Oh, I'm Triple Decker Holiday.
Hey you rascals, thank you for watching our video. Click here to subscribe, click here to watch one of our newer videos, and click here if you feel like watching something random. Have a good day.